All right, y'all boys. Today we had news at 10. Job openings, 10. And then, if I can show you the screen. Here's Go Moon. This is just another news platform. We also had news. Yeah, we had news at 10. This was what we saw on the other news platform. It had a 6 importance score, medium volatility. It was like a red folder / medium, I guess, for how it impacted. Just didn't really have much impact. But anyways, let me show you the charts. So today, let me show you where market open is. And then this would have been that news candle. You see, it didn't really affect anything. Anyways, it more just continued the trend. So yesterday we were bearish, kept moving down, and then we overnight, or I guess yesterday into today, started to rise back up. So in Asian session we kept climbing, and then London session was when we had our session high, and then we fell off of that, almost looking like this is a high time frame retracement, right? We have downtrend, retracement, continuation. So extension, retracement, extension. But anything can happen. Therefore, right here is market open. I had been watching, seeing what price was going to do. What I thought was, when I was looking at it at 9:39, I said we have taken out London lows before New York open in long-term uptrend, reacting from retracement. I was thinking at this point bullish bias, because what I was looking at was how we were continuing making these all-time highs. Maybe this could have been retracement for price to push higher. I was considering that possibility. And then I thought, or we could be taking out London highs, filling bearish fair value gap to then go down and hit bullish fair value gap. Because if we look on the higher time frame, we see that there's this 1 hour fair value gap. And if this is market open, we could just either come down and retrace up to push higher, or we could continue to the downside, right? So we actually, yeah, boys, let me show you. So we actually did fall down and then started to retrace. So what happened in the London session? We started this downtrend, right? And then we have New York open, where we came up to equal highs with Asian session highs, did not take out London session highs, and then we come back down. And right after that, immediately right after that, price break structure. So we were kind of in consolidation. We were in consolidation because we're fighting in this certain price area, but it is a downtrend slightly. But then we see price come down and then come back up, and then come back up, come down. And I saw this as the exit of this consolidation for price to finally make a move to push down. And I wanted, if I knew price was going to come down here, or I had a strong feeling, because chances are, in order for price to push higher, we would need to fill more orders. And for price to push higher, it would have to go even lower. So what did we do? We went and targeted this hourly fair value gap. That was my bias in mind. Price that we see, price comes down and then actually comes back up. And I was thinking, damn, was that like a fake out? Was that like a tease retracement? What was that? And then I was like, I think my stop loss was like right up here. So I would have been fine. But I did just jump out. So I jumped out. I was like, I don't know how I'm feeling about this after price came up. But then price came up and then it was like chop, 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 chop. Getting ready, I guess, just build up for a breakout. That's what I saw. And then I saw price finally drop down and I was like, you know what? I gotta enter. Because at that point I was finally like, okay, this was that fall. And then I targeted the fair value gap, anticipating the possibility that price could come into here and then push up higher. But price just kept going. So I got out right here, a 1-to-1 ratio trade, but today was green. The setup wasn't very optimal. It was more going with the breakout trend. It was more just a downtrend going with the trend. Trend. Price action this, price action that. So that was great. Now I got to log it in. I got to log it into the 29. So what happened? We made all-time highs. They take my kindness for weakness, still coming out strong. Still coming out strong. What was huge here is that, like, so once I placed this trade, so the candle that I placed the trade on, we had been fighting for this price area. And then what I saw was this candle came down. It was a whole black candle. But so then I entered. Price then came back up. And then I'm just looking at it like, damn. Came back up here. And then just stuck through it. I put the computer down and then just walked away. Checked my phone. We had been down here. And I was like, damn. That's tough. Because I had to hold through it. Whereas here, I saw it. But price, like, it came up. I also entered at like the start of this like retracement, the start of this breakout. And I lack confidence. That was at 950. We didn't have all of this downtrend. If it was, thinking up here, who knows? Yo. Hey, we streaming. I wasn't even. Yo. What's up with y'all boys? I'm in it, bro. So that was important to walk away. I walked away, put that shit down and walked away, and then price could clear up. But I was fucking myself if I were to enter, get out of a profitable trade, and then price continuing down. So I did not want to fuck myself up. Self-sabotage. 1025 to 1050. $23.23. Most recent. Let's go, y'all boys. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all boys later. Peace out.